It can be time consuming to take emails that you want to file and make sure they get filed, or automatically reply with a standard set message to people. Well, you can create a rule that will automate for that process for you. So let's take a look. Right, I'm in an inbox and I'd like to create a rule. So there's a couple, well, there's two, there's probably more than two, but I'm just going to show you two ways to do this. The first way is you select an email that you want to create a rule for. Say I want to take this and I want to move it into a folder. So you take the email and then up at the top, you click on the More Options, a little dot, 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 and then go down to Rules, and you have a Create Rule. And this is going to create it based on the email I have selected. And you don't have to create a rule based on the email you've selected, but you can. Okay, so always move from this one into, yeah, and it says into this folder. Now the problem is what if actually I didn't want to move everything from Epiphany Training, and I'm just going to put it into a folder of print. I can click on, but if I didn't, if this was the rule, I can just click on OK and that's it, rule created. But if I did, if I said, actually I want it only the Monster Insights ones, I can click on More Options and it brings up Settings, Email, and Rules. And it already has a name, which I can change. I can change this name because I always want to name them something that's memorable, so I know what it is. Then I have the condition. I don't want it from, maybe I want it with something in the subject. Subject includes words. Here we go. Move to a specific folder. Do I have any exceptions? Now, an exception is if it says Monster Insights, but it's from support, because maybe I've had a problem with the account and I just want it to, I don't want it to go into that folder. I can add an exception. Okay, so it says stop processing more rules. And oh, on these ones, if you have a little I at the end, that means you can click on it and it brings up a help, which my help has just gone into another window. So it would pop up with a help. It used to be that you used to pause on these and it bring up a tooltip, but it depends on which little icon you're clicking. So the stop processing more rules is if you have this and another one that actually does something for this email as well, it would stop processing other rules on that email. Okay, you can run on the inbox now, and I like this one when I'm cleaning up an inbox. So if, say, I've gone on holiday or I finished a project or something else that maybe you're moving, change of job, etc., and you want to just archive or move certain things or just reorganize your inbox once in a while, you can set up a rule and run that rule throughout the whole inbox, and it will just move everything or action that rule right then and there. Okay, and then I click on save, and that's it. I have different rules here. Now these rules, I can use my arrow keys to move them up or down. I can also use this little grab bar to drag and drop them. They are hierarchy based, so the ones at the top take priority over the ones at the bottom. So you do want to make sure those that you want to use first or run first are at the top. This little on off will turn the rule off so that you don't have to delete it. You can just shut it off temporarily. And then you have run rule now, edit, delete, moving up or down. And the arrow down just shows you what the rule actually does. Now in this window, I'm just going to close this and go back into it so you can see where it is. You can create more rules. Something though, before we move on to that, to be aware of is that certain emails, like the ones I receive from Microsoft Outlook, when I go into the rules, that create rule is not available. Okay, manage rules is, and manage rules takes me into that window that we saw, the pop-up window. There's another way to get into that window as well, and that's in File and Settings. And in File and Settings, we have Email, and then we have Rules. Okay, so a few ways to get into the same place. Just choose whichever you're most comfortable with. You can add a rule, and again, name it so that it's memorable. I'm just going to call this one Reply. Now my condition, again, there's quite a lot in here. Okay, flagging, sensitivity. You have apply to all messages, so all messages that come in. Now this one, yes, I have used it for generic inboxes for projects that I've been on. So when you have a generic one, it goes and replies with, thank you for this email. We will try to get back to you within, 28, 48 hours, whatever the reply rate is or the agreed amount of time is. So this one, I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to say that it's Monster Insights. And again, you can add more conditions. And then we have what happens to it. So do I want to move it, delete it, pin it, mark it as read, junk, etc.? Or do I want to forward as attachment, redirect to? So this one I can go through and add a category. So I can automatically categorize it. So I don't have to. I'm going to categorize it with that one. And again, I can stop running this one. I want to keep running other rules. And do I want to run it now? I can do that. There we go. And then save. And it will just run it throughout. And I can just keep adding. And there it is. It's telling me it's now going through all of my emails and it's processing. Okay, and it'll just do that in the background. There is also another little feature related to rules called quick steps. And quick steps are just at the very top. And you can see you have manage and create a new one. Quick steps are in the same place as rules, they're just further down. And again, you would name it something memorable. So I'm just going to call this. And then you have an action. So you can see all the different actions here. And you would just choose your action, categorize message, etc. And then you add a description. You can add a shortcut. And then you would save. So if I just add a category here, that's it. And then save. Now the quick step, again, you can edit, move them up, down, delete them, and then you can view. And if I close this one, the quick step, if I just select it, I can just go in and apply. So where a rule is turned on and will automatically run, as long as it's turned on to run, great. But a quick step is a rule that runs on your command. So maybe it's certain rules that you think it could be from anyone, maybe requests from clients or the public that automatically, that ask for a certain information on product, etc. You can apply a quick step to them, and that will help you, especially if you add something like a category and maybe something else, and then you can use your favorites filter or your search folders to filter and view those later on, or if it's to move them, etc., it moves them very quickly. If you found this useful and you'd like to hear more tips, I do have a webinar which has 50 time savers for the computer, and there should be a link in the top corner for this. And if you found this video useful, helpful, or interesting, please do click on that thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more of my videos, do subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much, and if you have suggestions for more videos, put those in the comments. Take care and have a great day. Bye for now.